At exactly 8:20 a.m. local time in Dakar on the Tuesday of March 24, 2026, the President of Senegal Bassirou Diomaye Faye departed from the Léopold Sédar Senghor military airport for his 3-day official visit to Spain at the invitation of King Felipe VI, aboard the Airbus A320 neo-presidential plane of registration number 6VSEN. The 45-year-old president, who turned 46 years a day later, was escorted out of the country by various high-ranking military generals as well as Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko and some high-ranking members of his cabinet, and after spending 3 hours in the air, the plane landed at the Adolfo Suarez Madrid Barajas airport at exactly 12:55 p.m. local time in Madrid, to mark his arrival in Spain. At the airport, he was received by a handful of Spanish diplomatic representatives, together with the Senegalese ambassador to Spain Ibrahima Khalil Seck, before being chauffeured to his presidential suite aboard a Mercedes Benz S4-50. He had this time traveled outside the country without the First Lady, since his both wives were occupied, with the first wife Marie Con Faye being on an official visit to the United States at the invitation of her American counterpart Melania Trump, to participate in an international meeting dedicated to child protection, while his second wife Absa Faye was at home tending to their toddler. Then, as he waited for the official reception that was to happen at the Royal Palace the following day, he met the Senegalese community in Spain in response to various concerns from Senegalese citizens living in Europe, especially in Spain. Among the pressing issues that he addressed in that meeting was the pressing issue of passports and access to administrative documents for Senegalese migrants in Spain, since Senegalese migrants that include both regular and undocumented boat-based individuals in the European country are in the upwards of 80,000 as of today. For the irregular migrants who oftentimes arrive in Spain through hazardous sea journeys via the Canary Islands, and who today hold many odd jobs in factories and largely contribute to African hawkers in the streets of Madrid, Barcelona and other cities, President Faye was seeking for ways to enable them obtain their passports and visas for regularization, with the help of the Spanish government. Anyway, this visit is part of a dynamic consolidation of historical relations of friendship and cooperation between Senegal and Spain, and it had been set to be marked by high-level exchanges with the Spanish authorities, including King Felipe VI and the Prime Minister and President of the Government of Spain Pedro Sanchez, to facilitate exploration of new partnership prospects in areas of common interest, including the aforementioned issue of migration. Spain is among Senegal's leading trade partners, following major players like China and France, and the Senegalese president also intends to promote his country's attractiveness to Spanish investors. For its part, Spain seeks to strengthen its economic presence in West Africa, and considering the fact that dozens of Spanish companies are already established in Senegal, authorities wish to encourage new initiatives in promising sectors. Beyond economic issues, migration cooperation is expected to hold a significant place in the talks, with the circular migration scheme, which allows Senegalese seasonal workers to stay temporarily in Spain, being at the center of discussions. The Senegalese government wants to increase the number of workers allowed under this scheme to provide more legal employment opportunities for its citizens, while Madrid views it as a tool for regulating migratory flows. Thus, at its core, both countries are trying to find a win-win solution for labor needs and border control.